here, and today we're talking about a big mistake because Microsoft just had a very major oopsie.
Waiting for you, Leon.
What are you doing?
You know what this is about, so just hand over the G virus.
I don't believe this. Annette was right. About everything.
That's why I told you to leave without me, but you wouldn't listen.
What did I try to tell y'all, man? I'm gonna need my 1,000. It's about time you people become a member for 99 cents, bro. Games to win another W. We have been standing strong on this. And now Dreamcast out here telling you, oh, it's a big mistake. No, it's a big mistake on you. You know, telling all these console fools that they cared about exclusives. Oh, the time is now, the future of gaming where it doesn't necessarily matter where you actually play your favorite video games. It's so funny how he's calling, it's a mistake. Yeah, that's what your channel is.
Gamers, Dreamcast Cat here, and today we're talking about a big mistake because Microsoft just had a very major oopsie. They posted a new, very bizarre
Here we go.
user interface for the Xbox.
Here we go with the damage control.
UI is not very newsworthy because, let's face it, we don't really care. Typically, when you boot up a console or
you're going to care when you start seeing them PlayStation games on Xbox. Xbox. Everyone want an Xbox. Xbox. Everyone want an Xbox. I'm gonna need me my 1,000. I try to tell y'all that exclusives don't matter in this community, but yet y'all still kept running with these narratives, man. Just for it to blow up in your face, just for you to say, oh, it's a mistake. Microsoft didn't purposely mean to put that out there. There's no way in hell that my exclusive game is going to their platform, man.
The Xbox app on your PC, you're just clicking the button that gets you into the game. But this one, it had a strange extra button, a Steam button, which means that there have been other leaks.
That's what they're afraid of, guys. They're afraid that the new Xbox will have a Steam launcher, which would also mean that you'll have access to PlayStation games through your very own Xbox. Gamester with another W. That's why I stay strong. All these other Xbox fans, I gotta give me a PlayStation to fit these new narratives. No, we were just out here gaming. Ain't nobody cared, man. We try to tell you that is the future of where gaming is heading, but yet time and time again, you wanted to keep lying to the masses. Oh, people buying exclusives, and you have failure after flop. Even Square Enix was telling you themselves that, hey, these games are not selling enough on the PlayStation 5. Oh, you dismissed that. To the point where Square went back to being multi-plat. Everything that you ponies have been doing from this point forward has been nothing but delusion. And I'm so happy that me and my audience and the people that have continued to support me, we are all starting to see the rudiments of it. Like I've said before, we're in its infancy stage, and we're already starting to see things like this. But yet you still believe Sony care about my exclusivity, right? Yeah, okay, buddy. But let's not forget, that was a mistake, right?
There's been rumblings we've been talking about here on the channel, but it seems like Microsoft is making a very unique pivot. They want the Xbox console to essentially be a micro PC, something that can play your Epic Game Store, your Battle.net games, your Game Pass games.
Yeah, we know. You discussed that before in one of your other previous videos. Now get to the point.
Even stuff that you're exclusively buying on Steam, you'll be able to play it on your console.
This is all these ponies are afraid of, man. Now they're going to sit there and say, well, Sony didn't produce it. Sony didn't natively make it one on the Xbox. They cheaters. This what they do. They really think they won with this one. They didn't win nothing because Sony didn't natively put it on that platform. But I can still play it on the new Xbox through Steam. And they don't get no trophy. You ain't getting no platinums. That's here we go with the excuses. I mean, X-Volt was doing it in his night. That's what they're afraid of, guys. And I'm telling you, that future and that reality is coming a lot sooner than you people want to believe.
Not even have to buy it a second time. But the reason this is partially so fascinating, part of the reason I want to talk about this is because
Go ahead, Pony.
Immediately people are asking the most important question. Will we be able to play PlayStation games on Xbox?
Woo! Let's go. Of course. If the games are being made with Steam, and if the new Xbox console has Steam as a launcher, then yes, every game, I mean, it would be counterintuitive not to have the same access of games that you purchased on Steam and not being able to access them through the Xbox. That would be crazy. That's like saying, oh, I can't play Marvel Spider-Man on the Steam Deck because Sony don't own that product. Steam do. That wouldn't make any sense. This also goes to show you that all these narratives that you people have pushing, man, you know what, man, I hope I have so much support. Make sure y'all share this video. Y'all know I've been standing my ground in regards to these stances. And like I said, man, now these dudes talk about, oh, it was a mistake. No. Everything that you guys have been doing in this community has been a mistake, and I've been exposing and expressing the real gaming movement, and I'm happy to see that we all can jump on the bandwagon of just playing video games for once. I'm happy to see the fanboys go away.
Currently, Sony is very much going full force on Steam. They put so many classic exclusives from Horizon Zero Dawn to Spider-Man to God of War, and by Sony's own admission, these are selling millions and millions and millions and millions of copies on Steam. So
they're not selling that much.
Integrating Steam onto Xbox, will Spidey show up? Let's talk.
Ooh, that's all they worried about. You hear that, guys? That's all they worried about. People playing Spider-Man on their Xbox. This is what it's always been about, bro. This never came down to these games. This all came down to this delusional console war that they've been selling you as soon as the PlayStation 5 came out, and just to find out what, guys, that I was right. That 1,000 G's that I put in the bet, even though it was just for a joke and a reference. But like I said, I would appreciate if people became members. Out of all the people that chat, or even give me an apology, give me my flowers, man. I'm tired of you ponies eating these flowers out of my hand when all I keep doing is telling you the truth time and time again, but y'all don't want to listen to me. Y'all don't. Y'all want to act like, oh, he against me. You know, he an everybody fanboy. He don't like us, bro. Listen, man. How many times I got to keep showing you this PS5 controller, man? I'm getting tired. I'm starting to look like Dreamcast guy doing this in every single video. Okay, it's about time we stop with this garbage, man. We're grown men. Let's go back to playing video games and let's get this garbage out of here, man.
I think that this could be an interesting pivot, but not quite what people are expecting.
Oh, but no, that sounds like fanboy jargon. It sounds like you're trying to find this in a way that, oh, Sony, they'll just pull their games from Steam, which also would mean that they'll have less money going to them. Because didn't Sony say putting games on PC is like free money? So I don't know, man. I really don't think Sony's gonna do that. You really think they care that much to say like, oh, okay, I mean, we're gonna have to keep these games off the Xbox? Because if that was the case, they would have did it with the Steam Deck. They would have did it with the ROG Ally. They would have did it with other devices, which they clearly didn't. And if Sony does take a stance on that, that's only going to further detriment their own company. So it's kind of counterintuitive to do that.
Let's begin. Hi, hope you're having a great day. And if you could, please, at this point, the Xbox Series X, the Series S, they're selling ridiculously bad. In fact, it's selling lower numbers than the Xbox One. So they're clearly trying to find any way possible to get people to buy it.
Oh, now they're going to find any way. Oh, yeah, just like Sony's trying to find any way possible just so they can sell most of their software, bro. How y'all going to sit there and turn this and act like as if this is some form of a negative? Now, mind you, I personally don't care even if it was on the Xbox device, because that's why I buy a PlayStation 5 anyway. But like I said, for the gamer that doesn't care enough to upgrade, hey, that's something that these gamers can look forward to.
A future where I have access to my Steam library and my Xbox library on one console, I genuinely believe would have the power to take a decent amount of market share back from PlayStation, it would be a no-brainer for people that play on multiple platforms.
Here we go.
Now, this is interesting because this is a very optimistic outlook, but look how many likes it has. This has almost 200 likes, and this has 1.1k likes. So this is clearly a very shared sentiment of people saying, okay, it does seem like a lot of Xbox gamers have sold their Xbox, and now they just play on PC, because let's face it.
Here we go. You hear this, bro? Ain't nobody want to hear all this, man. We're not talking about that. He's talking about the shift in market, bro. Let's focus on what might potentially happen in the inevitable future. Okay, we get it. The Xbox One outsold 5-1. The end. We get it. But what does this mean for the future of console gaming? Let's talk about things that actually have some form of substance in this community. Of course, you ponies are upset about this, because now the narratives that you have built up all the way from the beginning have been shut down. And we're all happy. The real gaming movement, the true gamers out there, we're all happy to see it, because you know why? We're getting sick and tired of this garbage.
PC gaming is the best place to play. You have the best graphics. You have the most customization for your mod.
Look at that. Ponies admitting defeat. You hear that? Look, they on their knees with the PlayStation 5. PC, you have won. How did the PC gaming community win the console war when their platform ain't even a console? That is embarrassing, bro. Like, how do you lose a console war to a hardware that ain't even a console? Man, this just goes to show you how stupid you people really are.
So you have the most backwards compatibility, because even if a game doesn't exist, you can either emulate it or hack it.
It's a shame that Microsoft has more PS3 games on their Series X than what you can even do on your PS5.
Make it work. But it is interesting that basically people are saying, okay, if I can take some ability to get back into the classic Xbox couch experience, pick up a controller, play Gears of War with the boys, have my crappy, cheap Xbox Live headset, but now with Steam games, that would be pretty awesome. But I want to start with worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, this could be, and I don't think it is, but this could just be a thing where when you're playing Team Fortress 2 with the boys on Steam on your PC, maybe your Xbox friends list can see that, or maybe you'll even be able to...
here we go. Now he's going to sit there and act like, why would Steam and Microsoft work with something just for you to see a friend list? I don't think they would do that. That sounds so stupid. Steam's working with Microsoft so you can just see the friend list of Steam, but you can't actually play with nobody. Just admit that your games will be played on an Xbox device. Admit it. Admit you was wrong.
Where when you're playing Team Fortress,
like, the coping is ridiculous
on your PC, maybe your Xbox friends list can see that, or maybe you'll even be able to cross invite. Now, I don't think that's what this is. I do think it's going to be more than that, but I hope that, I'm curious to see, since it has the Steam button, I hope this really is this simple, where you can just straight up say,
well, you know what that means, bro. It's done. It's official. Like I've said before, we already know. It's about time the naysayers give me my flowers right now, bro. Admit defeat. Admit that you lost to Gamester with another W, baby. Just admit it. I won. Y'all lost. Because at the end of the day, y'all still had the philosophy of exclusive, console, they hardware. Bro, everybody knows I was saying this in the beginning, even way before all these other content creators was jumping on the bandwagon with multiple YouTube channels. I was saying this. The real OGs know. They're like, yo, Gamester was the one kind of saying that first. I remember. Okay? Maybe not some of the new ones. Y'all be like, oh, it's King David. No, I was way before all those dudes. Real OGs know. Okay? So, like I've said, man, time and time again, Gamester with another W, bro. It's about time to come out with the new t-shirts. It's official.
My Steam account, merge it with my Xbox account, and now every game I buy on Xbox, I have on my computer, I have on my PC. I hope it has cross-cloud saves. I have a lot of Steam games, and I'll be honest, I don't have to essentially make it a micro PC, to make something that's subsidized. A system where you're basically paying the price of a low-end PC, but it does have good stuff. I have read about this, but I'm not exactly sure. Sony, right here. It is possible for companies to say, no thanks. I don't want to be part of certain features. Like Sony had
How is Sony going to be able to do that? Then that means that will mess up the PlayStation games on the Steam Deck. Is how would they be able to monitor that? Because that sounds stupid. So you're essentially saying, like, bro, just admit that y'all lost, bro. Just admit it. Just admit that y'all never thought you would see this happen, and now look at it. It blew up in your faces. Now you're like, now all the ponies running back to their stables. Y'all not even comfortable in your own platforms anymore. We told y'all ain't nothing but Xbox fanboys in disguise. Welcome to the family.
made it where
Woo!
they opted out of streaming. A lot of times you can actually stream Steam Library, play particular games just via like Steam Cloud. Sony has said, no thanks. They have blocked that. In fact, some people are saying, okay, there is a chance that PlayStation blocks it. I don't know if they get any say in the matter, but I really don't know. No one understood this feature on Xbox app in effort to get players to connect their Steam.
You hear how PlayStation fanboys want to block the fact that PlayStation games can be played on Xbox. They sit there and say, I can't wait for all the other countless videos to come out on this situation. Just admit it, man. You guys lost. Everything that you guys have stood on was nothing but a lie. And like I said, GameStop still stayed strong. Let's go.
It does seem like Valve and Xbox have been signing contracts.
They've always had a good relationship. The same dude that I think didn't he used to work for Microsoft before he went and made Steam? So of course there's a great relationship, or should I say bond, between them. It only made sense.
Valve and Xbox are making some sort of handheld coming out this year that's basically just going to be a Steam box. It's going to be a new Steam Deck with a
Well, we now know that if this is the case, even if you don't have Play, nobody even wants your exclusives anyway. But the fact that we'll have access to the Steam games, bro, you're going to have hopefully they have like, the GOG games and all that. Bro, Microsoft's going to have more games than ever. This is perfect, bro. Y'all just capping.
Xbox games on it. Where this just seems like to me an interesting experiment by the future of Xbox. This does feel like there's
the future of gaming.
Okay, what if we did just make it a shrunk down Windows PC with the ability to play games, to port stuff, to have cloud saves, but it is primarily just a micro PC. I don't know.
Well, that's exactly what a console essentially is. A micro PC.
Sounds interesting. I am open-minded to it, but
no, you're not. You're
I'll
hating.
admit that I would be deeply, deeply shocked if Sony allows any.
This is all it is. This is all it's coming down to. Look at the pony's eyes, bro. This is all it is, bro. I will be, man. And if Sony does, what are you gonna do? Are you going to stop making these type of videos? Are you going to move on to something else? Are you actually going to be a real gamer like how other people are? No, you're going to find ways to bash this. Look, you can see the anger. You can just see he's seething right now. He knows. He's so upset. Like, it's so crazy, bro. Imagine being a grown man caring this much if PlayStation games are played on an Xbox.
Games to play on Xbox at all, period. I mean, zero. It would be a giant shock to me. If I'm wrong, I would be very pleasantly impressed that they managed to figure that deal out. But I just don't see it happening. But I guess we'll find out.
Of course you don't, because you don't want to see it happen. That's all it is. You're the definition of a fanboy.
Relatively soon. One last thing. This guy said, Xbox fans, integrating Steam into Xbox is awesome. Okay, well then don't buy an Xbox. Wait for the next Xbox. I think this could be a good move, but I just can't imagine it's going to lead to increased Xbox sales.
I don't know, man. I mean, if you're talking about from the hardcore gamer perspective, Xbox, you're getting the value. Now you're getting Steam, which we already know is probably not even going to be available on PlayStation because of how they like to lock down and close their system. Microsoft is going to have more games than anybody. Even a Nintendo gamer might be like, damn. You're getting all these games on Xbox and Steam, and then you're going to be able to play those games free online. Bro, come on, bro. The option is already easy, bro. Y'all know it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all still continue to buy PlayStations after this, then you're just stupid at this point. I'm sorry. Especially with all the remasters and remakes y'all getting, y'all are just foolish at that point. But all I know is after seeing this, Steam and Game Pass, Yeah, I'm most definitely picking up that new Xbox. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man, and keep gaming.